Without exception, my clients are phenomenal. They're high achievers and high performers. They've built incredible careers and businesses, but even with everything they have, they sense that something is still missing. They know that there's more available for them, but they're already working at full capacity, so they're not really sure how to get it, which is why they come to me. The biggest shift that I help my clients to achieve is going from understanding that they have to make it happen to understanding that they allow it to happen through them. And we do this in a very holistic way that has three main pillars. So this is the Mohapi method to more that I teach all of my clients. The first is through understanding that your state of consciousness is the awareness of who you are and how you're operating in the world. This is the spiritual layer where your true identity is defined. The second is through your belief systems, that which you're consciously aware of, but also the subconscious beliefs that are often running the show. This incorporates the drivers of behavior cycle, which are your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. We investigate the whole cycle to ensure that your beliefs serve your goals and who you are instead of working against them. This is the layer of the mind. And the third layer is the layer of the body, which completes the triad of spirit, mind, and body. This layer is all about the embodiment of the work. It's regulating your nervous system to allow more into your life. It's programming your DMN, so your identity isn't just a mental concept, it's a lived experience within your body. Now, one thing that I want to bring your awareness to is the ordering of those pillars, because it's very usual for us to think in terms of body, mind, and spirit rather than spirit, mind, and body. It's kind of like the belief that we have, do, be rather than be, do, have. In both of those, where the body and the having comes first, we're taught that the human determines the rest. But when you flip that around, you understand that your little human is like the avatar in a video game, and you, the bigger you, is the one that's holding the controller. So we always start from the top down. The spirit, then the mind, then the body. From who you need to be to what you need to do to have the things that you want. And on top of those three pillars, we have the manifestation loop that I've observed not only in my own experience of manifesting in the most incredible life, but also the experience of the clients that I've taken through this work. So in a nutshell, the loop follows a pattern of 7 steps. Step 1 is desire. You manifest your desires based on your past experience, and it's often through determining what you don't want. You want the opposite or more. Step 2 is what I call taking inventory. So assessing what your thoughts and behaviors are in relation to the life that you want to be living, and your goals. Step 3 is energy alignment, getting everything synced up so spirit, mind, and body are all heading in the same direction. Step 4 is where action comes in. I'm not talking about action through fear or for the sake of doing something. This is the aligned action that you just feel compelled to take that reinforces the identity of who you are and where you're heading, the goals that you're achieving. Step 5 is resistance. This is your opportunity to double down on your desire, to stake your claim and know that if the outside world doesn't reflect the life you're creating yet, then you've just got to hold the line. Because step 6 is where reality reorganizes and shifts to match your internal creations. But you don't get to step 6 unless you hold the line in step 5, right? And finally, step 7 is where the external finally matches your internal, You've fully embodied the identity of the person that has it, and it's now your new normal. And then, because you are a child of the universe, and the universe is always expanding into more, you're going to manifest a new desire that will take you back to step 1. And the loop goes around again. Now, the area that people often find the trickiest is in fully comprehending that we manifest what we are and not what we want, which is the identity consciousness layer, So to have peace, you must be peace. To have wealth, you must be wealth. To have love, you must be love. And to have health, you must be health. Now, if you know my story, then you'll know that I recovered from what the doctors believed was an incurable digestive disorder. And you might have heard me say that I manifested the chiropractor that healed me through complete and utter acceptance of my death. So you might be thinking now, well, isn't that a contradiction for me to say that and also to say that to have health, you must be health? But this is why that isn't the case. I was able to fully accept my death because I knew to the nth degree that above all else, I was energy, and energy never dies. It just changes state. Like water can be a solid in the form of ice and a liquid in the form of running water and also a gas in the form of steam. I knew that once my physical form had stopped functioning in a way that sustained human life, the essence of what makes me me would return to consciousness, to the unified field, which is infinite. And in that state, I wouldn't have a physical form that was actively dying. So I made peace with the fact that I was, and I didn't have any fear of doing so because I knew myself to be energy. Now, please understand that I'm not saying for a moment I wanted to die. I really didn't. I mean, I wasn't gripping onto a life that had run its course. And it was that acceptance that manifested the healing. Unfortunately, once I got well and I manifested moving across the world in the middle of the pandemic and getting a distinction in my MBA and the most incredible apartment, and I'm not even talking about this one that I'm in now, which is objectively better. Well, once normal life kicked back in, I got sucked back into my human. So I've been going through the process of remembering all of that all over again. And that's the thing, right? You already know the truth of who you are, but our little human existence keeps forgetting. So really, our only job is to keep remembering, to remember that we are infinite, because from that place, everything is possible. Now, if you'd like to continue this conversation, I would love to invite you to join me in my free school community. It's for high achievers and soul seekers who know that there's more available to them. Inside, you'll also find a free 14-day mini course that will get you started off on this incredible journey of a lifetime. You'll find all the links you need in the description. And if you missed my previous video, it goes into some of this in a little more detail and tells the story of Alan, a client of mine that 8 times his income in 6 weeks through working together. So click there to watch that one next. I really hope to see you in the community, and if I don't, well, just know that you're ready, and this is where it begins. I'll see you next time. Bye.